Hi everyone, Lee Magpie here, and today I've got something else Jurassic World related, and this is the Jurassic World Dino Rivals Nasutoceratops. I'm hoping I have pronounced that right. And this is new, and this says Battle at Big Rock. So I don't know what that means. If someone actually knows up to now what this means in the comment section down below, it would be much appreciated. We don't know if it's going to be like a mini movie, might be even a series, I'm not entirely sure. The packaging is all brand new, other than this red aesthetic with the fiery red and the T-Rex in the background with some orange and yellow. Jurassic World in the corner here, it says it's new in the corner there. We've got this bottom bit of the packaging is in this blue colour, which is obviously advertising this, which will eventually find out what that even means. And then it's got a bit of blue going up into the square for seeing new there. And yeah, we don't know what that actually means. But I like the contrast with the red and the blue. It looks really cool. This is still the same with the Triceratops and the T-Rex, and then the Dino Rivals in the middle. And then on the back of the box, it just tells you that it's got it's like a dual attack, so it can headbutt, tail swipe, a bit like the Triceratops. Then it just shows you two other figures that are out in the line as well. We've got a new sculpt of the Allosaurus, and then we've got the Concavinator, so I'll have reviews up for them soon. Then we've got a collectibles card I'll show you, and then it's also compatible with the Jurassic World Facts app, which I always take a picture of the scan code right at the end of the video and in between the review itself, so you can pause the camera and scan it into the app. I couldn't wait to get this. It's not out in the UK for us just yet, like a lot of other stuff, which is really getting me down, because I'm scared that we're not going to get our hands on a lot of these toys and we're having to spend a lot of money on them. So this needs to get fixed, Mattel, because you're doing a great job on the toys, but getting them to around the world is quite frustrating, as I've had to pay quite a little bit of money for this, and because I absolutely loved it that much, I wanted to get a review out, as my channel needs to do better and I need to keep up with stuff. But to do that, they need to come out in the UK as well at the same time, or around the same time. So that's why I've had to pay a bit more money and get my hands on this so I can do a review. But I was wanting to get this early anyway because it looks absolutely awesome, and I love the packaging because you can try before you buy, and I got a really good pin app. And yeah, I just think it's a really cool species, and it's nice that Mattel's come out with another species. So without further ado, I'm going to get this out of the packaging, and hopefully they'll be out for us soon. Hi guys, I've got the Nasutoceratops out of the packaging. I am open, I have pronounced that right, and this is the collectibles card it comes with. I really like the blue in the background because it goes really well with the blue on his body. And this is just for some of the stats. So the stats are an 8, the speed is a 4, the intelligence is a 3, and the attack is a 7. And I really like the way they've done the plate on its head there. So now let's get down to the review, and my overall thoughts on the figure is it looks absolutely awesome. The sculpt is 100% a good 10 out of 10, and it's got a good weight to it. And what I found interesting about this one is that the horns are actually made out of a separate material to the head, so they're not moulded in. So this is a plastic moulded to look like a bone colour, so there won't be no scratching or peeling of the pin like it maybe do on the Triceratops. So that's really good. So when you scratch this, there won't be no paint coming off, and they're actually built into the skull of the dinosaur, so that looks really good. Hopefully they won't come out, and they're glued in quite well, but overall I think the sculpt looks really good. It's got a nice weight to it, and then the colours contain this creamy colour underneath the belly, this green colour what fades so dark to light going up the leg. Then we've got the blue in for the skin, which is like this dark grey blue. And then we've got this burgundy red on the back, scattered across, which would have been quite nice if it went down to the tail. And then on the face, it's the same burgundy red, but this little bit here is just a little bit of a different red, so it's like an orangey red. So I think it's nice that they've added a lot of pop of different colours. Down the nose, it's got this cream bone colour, which goes really well with the actual horns coming out of the head here. And overall, I think the face sculpt looks absolutely awesome. The plate is sculpted really nice. It's got some really nice ridge work in the actual plate here. And then the horns are, the little spikes going all the way around are in this blue colour, which would have been kind of nice if they painted that in this like bony cream colour. On camera it's coming off a lot more yellowish, but it's actually like a light faded cream colour, the same on the nose. And then down here it's got some little spikes as well. But it looks absolutely awesome. They've got some ripple and crease detailing in the face sculpt here. And then the eye is painted black and it is very small, which a lot of people have complained about, but I think it looks kind of okay. But yeah, there's some really nice definitions and sculpt detailing in the face in general. And then going down to the body, I'm going to do some comparisons as well with some of the other ones like the Dinoceratops and the Triceratops and maybe the Ankylosaurus. But there's some crease detailing in the legs here and ripple and crease detailing in the leg here. The feet aren't painted, but I aren't mad at it this time, as I think it goes really well with the green. And then it's got some crease detailing underneath the belly here and underneath the tail bit here. And then it's done in this cream colour just to add a little bit more shade and definition. The actual sculpt of the like scales on its skin look absolutely awesome. They are very nice and textured on the leg here. Crease detailing in the leg there as well. And then there's some nice sculpt detailing on the back. And then the buttons on the top here blend really well and they look quite visible. And overall I just think that the colours look really nice. The green's like a swampy green. The red is like a burgundy red, and then the blue is like don't know, like a darky blue. It kind of reminds me of the coloured scheme of the Concavinator, so I'm going to get that out as well and quickly have a look to see if this bit and that blue remind me of the first Concavinator. The same goes for this side, really nicely done, and the red as well. There ain't much more I can say other than they've just really thought about the sculpt. So now I'm going to show you the action features. So as you can see, it's got two buttons here. So if I put it down, if you press the first button in front, it lifts its head up and down like that to smack its enemies out the way. Then on the other button, it's got the tail swiping action, so it's a bit like the dual attack Triceratops. That's really cool. And then the articulation is it can move its leg forward and back like that. This side, forward and back as well. Really nice as well. They don't feel real stiff. They move quite nice. Oh, they've got a bit like a crease detailing in this leg as well. Like it maybe have been attacked, or it might be scarring. But yeah, you can move its leg like that. And then it can move the thigh in and out on a ball joint. Same goes for this side. And then obviously it moves its tail when you press the action feature and moves its head up and down. But what else I think is really cool, it's actually got a little bit of articulation in the head, so you can move it like that, side to side. Put it down and show you like that. So that actually stays like that. So that's kind of good for articulation as well, and for photography and play purposes. And I think this figure would look absolutely awesome in a head. So I will be buying some more just to put in heads for my photography and for play purposes. Now I'm going to do some comparisons. So I've got the Dual Attack Triceratops. So that stands a lot taller, as you can see there. Its back is about 3-4 centimeters higher. I think the tail is the same sculpt. I'm not entirely sure, but it looks similar, the same sculpt. And the legs are totally different. I thought they was the same, but they're not. This leg, the back leg on this one looks similar to this one, but it actually creases it a little bit more further down here. And then the front legs, these ones are a lot more longer, sorry. And that one's a bit shorter, as you can see there. And it's got more of a bend. And then this is a head side by side. I'm just going to pull them back a little bit so you can see. So you can see how much taller it actually stands. Next, I'm going to do a comparison with the Nasutoceratops. So as you can see here, the plate on the head on this one looks taller, and then this one goes a bit lower. And then if I put them side by side, the back on this one looks a little bit higher. Oh, pretty much nearly the same size. It's just that this one's got like a little bit of a hump, as you can see there. And then the legs look similar-ish as well, as you can see here. And then this is all three of them standing together, which I think looks absolutely awesome. And then I'm going to do one with the coloured scheme with the Concavenator from the first wave. So I'm just going to put this down. So this is the Concavenator. Looking at it now, it is actually different. I just thought with this little bit of red on the top here and the little bit of red on there, the reds look quite similar, but the blues look totally different. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a comparison with the colours because I thought they were similar, but they are a little bit in the red bits here. And I've got another Concavenator to show you as well. So and then I've got a comparison. The last comparison is the Ankylosaurus, the Neuroravor one. And this one is considerably lower than the other. And one more thing before I turn the camera over and tell you a few more things. This is pretty much like the truer colour to what it was letting off. I had my lights on, but I do the lights so you can see everything a bit more clearer. And this is just how it looks. A little bit more true to the colour. Actually it is. And then if you're doing the Jurassic World Facts app, there is the code there. So you can pause the video now, or you can scan it in a bit later at the end of the video, because I'll have a clear crisp picture. And as you can see there, it's got the Jurassic World symbol as well. So let's get scanning, guys. Now I'm going to turn the camera over, tell you a few more little things about this amazing dinosaur and some other things coming up. So guys, I've nearly done with this review. I'm just going to quickly give you my overall thoughts, and I give this full figure a 10 out of 10. The paintwork, a 10 out of 10. I think it's beautiful. I think the combinations of different colours and pop colours look really good. I think the sculpt is absolutely amazing, because I absolutely love the way they've done the horns. They've actually like inserted them into the skull bit here instead of actually making them part of the mould. That way they have to paint it. This one is separate plastic, so you won't get no scratchy or peely off paint. So it's great for play purposes in that sense. So that's a bonus. They've even added a little bit of articulation in the head, so it can move side to side like that. So that's really good. And then the articulation overall is brilliant. And stay to the end of the video so you can get the scan code for the Jurassic World Facts app. I think the action feature's good as well. So there isn't one complaint I can say about this figure at all, other than I hope Mattel get the toys out to the UK for us very soon, because it is heartbreaking that we're not getting some of them, and we are collectors and I do YouTube and it's hard to keep up with everyone. So just in that sense, that's the only thing I'm a bit mad at, and that's Mattel, not the toys' fault. So even though Mattel's bringing out these amazing toys, I'm not mad at that. Just they need to get everything out on time for everyone, not just America and other places. So yeah, other than that, get your hands on this toy when it comes out. If you're from America or somewhere like that, it's probably already out for you. So please give this video a thumbs up, like and subscribe to my channel. For more toy related stuff, I've got some Harry Potter stuff coming up, and I've got some more Jurassic World stuff coming up, and other toy related stuff, so stay tuned for that. So like and subscribe to my channel, hit that alarm bell for more toy related stuff, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye!